Let's start by taking in a deep breath and release it. Hi, everyone. Right now, what I'd like you to do is tune into your intuition. Hi, Libra, and welcome to your June 2021 general guidance reading. My name is Gemstone, and I will be doing your reading. What I'm going to do is show the cards to you when I speak about them, just so that you can see them as well, but them facing you is just not helpful for me to see them. So what we have right before us, let's get right into your reading. We have the Queen of Material, which is this deck's version of the Queen of Pentacles, and as you saw, it came out originally, and then I shuffled, and it came right back out, so it needed to be out. This is another card that I felt came out twice, the Five of Emotions. We have the Five of Inspiration. So the Five of Emotions is the Five of Cups, the Five of Inspiration is the Five of Wands, and then we have the Emperor. Interesting. That is the Aries card, and Aries is your opposite, Libra. Interesting. So the energy that I'm feeling, even with just, oh, and then on top of the deck, we have the Five of Voices. 3 fives. Whoa. Five of Voices is the Five of Swords. And then beneath that, we have the Queen of Emotions, which is the Queen of Cups. So when the card came out, I felt, it felt as though I needed to put it back in, honestly. It felt as though I needed to put it back in. What I'm getting with these cards coming back out is this sense of testing the process, like testing something. And I feel this testing energy, and it feels like a trial. And then with these 5 energies, I feel this energy of a transition, this energy of a movement, like this energy of not so much movement like the 8 of Wands, for example. I feel this movement or transition or transformation movement that's happening internally. And it's more of a transition than it is movement, although movement is happening with a transition. Please let me know in the comments down below if you understand what I mean. I feel like there is growing pains, that type of movement, like a stretching, like you're being stretched. That's what I feel. And how that's being manifested right now is, I wouldn't be surprised if your life is very challenging right now. You have conflict everywhere. With the Five of Voices, the Five of Emotions, so the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, and then the Five of Wands, it's like, ooh, struggle. We have setbacks here with the Five of Inspiration or the Five of Wands. I feel a power dynamic with the Five of Voices. Like you needing to start speaking louder. Yeah, you're testing the process, but once the thing comes out and it proves that you were right the first time, like trusting it and talking loudly, not shouting, but with some bass in your voice, metaphorically, as you express what you know to be true, and not silence yourself or act in a way that's not, cowardice is the word that comes to mind, but in a shy manner when you know what you're saying is fact, or you know what you're saying. With the Five of Emotions, I do get a sense of grief, and with her holding the moon, like it's giving me the sense of nostalgia, like you looking back and going, oh my goodness, I'm so sad. I'm getting the vibe of, I could have said this, I should have said that. But that grief is good, because what I'm thinking about is this quote that I heard is, crying is grief leaving the body. And although you feel bad about it, the feeling of it is something that maybe you have not experienced. And you being a Libra, air energy, it's not very emotional, just generally speaking, not to say that you don't experience emotions, but maybe this experience of emotions wasn't something that you were really open to experiencing, because vulnerability maybe is not something that you just like to experience. You just like to experience. So now that you're experiencing this grief that you're going through, this regret of the past, holding on to the past, romanticizing the past, it's melting that ice, that icy Queen of Swords energy, that bitter version of the Queen of Swords. It's melting that, and it's allowing you to be emotional, the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Emotions here. So the vibe that I'm getting is that a lot of things are ending right now. A lot of things are ending, or have ended, you know? No, there it is. A lot of things have ended. They have ended. And now you're in this space where you're adjusting to this new normal, and you're not really doing that. You're still stuck in the past mentally, although you're walking and moving forward. There's an aspect, a huge aspect of you that's stuck in the past, which is giving me the energy of why there might be a power struggle. This is an interesting card. There's a mirror on right here, illuminating some light. This all feels like it's connected to that connection that you regret. It all feels like it's connected. I feel like you regret a lot of things, and a part of the things that you regret is sharing yourself. But what I'm getting with this is a lot of mirroring energy, and this is your opposite sign. So it's just giving me that as above, so below type of energy, where you're seeing yourself in a different way. And maybe that's really challenging, because the energy that I am getting too is just your ego being challenged and triggered. I feel like you're triggered. I feel like you're triggered. I feel like you're triggered. And these setbacks that you're experiencing, these steps backwards that you're experiencing, first of all, is ruminating on your end. You just keep going over what happened and seeing if you could do something different and that. But I feel like the reason why that's happening is so that you can get back, move backwards and see yourself more clearly, and not for just you right now, but you in the past, so that your future is a different version of you, one that I feel is more thoughtful. I feel like it's more thoughtful, because with you regretting sharing yourself, I feel maybe that it's because there wasn't much thought put into it. It was more of an emotional space, which is probably why your the experience of your emotions has been so hard, because it's like I'm getting this energy of when I was emotional, it didn't work for me. So I'm gonna just stick to being logical and using logic to explain everything, using logic to feel my feelings and explain my feelings to me, versus actually feeling them. Because when you moved off of emotion, you did something that you're now regretting, and now it feels like I should never do that, and I will never do that again. Well, the Queen of Material, it's so interesting, because when I first saw it, it felt striking. It gave me the energy of Venus, it gave me the energy of the Empress. But as this reading has unfolded, I'm not feeling this energy at all. I don't feel that nurturing vibe at all. And I feel like this is here as a reminder. I feel like this is here as a reminder for you to connect with that. Go outside, maybe. Connect with the vegetation outside. Touch a tree. Take your shoes off and walk on the earth. I feel you ruminating. I do. And although I did say that this is going to get, it can help you get to where you are internally, your internal location of exactly where you are, because I feel like regret is something that you may do regularly, like you are a regretful person, and where that starts is where you're actually going back to, even though you're like ruminating and it's like a this type of vibe. If you find that yourself like you're ruminating in a circle and the circle's like going down and down and down versus you moving long, like you experiencing a breadth of different memories versus just one that you keep overthinking. If you're in the overthinking vibe, I think going outside and connecting with nature that is outside of you, because you are nature, but at this time you don't feel that way. So going outside, I feel, would be helpful, because I don't think meditation is something that you can do right now. I don't. I think what you're doing, you feel, is meditation. No, I'm just going to think about this for 30 hours. Like this is how I'm going to meditate. I'm going to meditate on what I did wrong, what went wrong. I'm going to meditate on this. I could tell that you're clearly not over what it is that you went through. You're clearly not over it. And in some areas you take the blame for things, but in other areas you don't. Not for your actions. So I feel for you at this time, grounding is essential. Grounding, not thinking, okay? Like not more of that. There's a lot of that happening. Grounding. Let's ground. Let's ground our energy. Do what makes you come out of yourself. Do something that makes you not think about yourself. Talk to someone that doesn't make you want to insert your experience, like you want to listen to. Listen to something. There we go. Go listen to something uplifting that you love. Maybe that will help. Maybe that will help interrupt this cycle of automation, like autopilot thinking, rumination. And if you're not familiar with rumination, I would Google it if it's interesting. I mean, if this is resonating with you, I'd Google it. I'd Google it just so that you can get an accurate definition of what that word means. Because I feel that energy heavy right now. I feel it. I feel like you're in some ways unreasonable. You're just stuck in it because you think that there's something to crack. You think there's something to uncover and unearth. I do. But listening to something that you like will help you not listen to these thoughts that you have that are clearly intrusive and invading. And that could get you to go outside, get you to come out of this routine that you've been in, which feels like a rut, and get you to do something different, to uplift yourself, look at yourself in a new way where you feel beautiful as opposed to awful about yourself. This is a heavy reading, but sometimes heaviness is needed in life. Balance, you know? So I empathize for your position right now, for those that are resonating with this reading. I am going to leave this here. My ego, I can feel, is like, oh, give them something like they can look forward to. Like, go and use, like, look for an affirmation deck. But I truly don't feel like that's necessary. That's just me trying to do more than I need to. And I feel that maybe you do the same thing. Sitting in these feelings of the truth, I think maybe be helpful for you at this time. And this is the truth to whoever this resonates with. This is not the ultimate truth. It's just, if this is resonating with you, I feel like this is something that is hard for you to acknowledge, and it might be hard for people around you to tell you. But coming from a completely unbiased opinion, I feel like things need to change, and they are changing. 555, they are changing. But your acquiescence of that, or else you're going to be forced. And the Tower, of course, people don't like it. That's what would be coming. All right, Libra, all the best with what you're going through, and I will see you again next month in your next reading. If you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed, or if you received anything from this reading, because I recognize with tarot, people don't like to hear things that are outside. Let me not generalize. Most people that I've noticed like to hear, oh, this person is coming back, or they like to hear the good news. I say with quotations, but the heavier stuff, I recognize it doesn't hit the same way. And I understand. Most people look at feedback as criticism, and they take it as a judgment, versus maybe like, this is something that I could listen to and like try to like see if there's any truth in it. So if you resonated with this and received anything from this reading, please give this video a like And if you feel called to share, please first, like, tell me how you're doing. Tell us how you're doing. And then second, what's going on? Share if you are called. I recognize that I speak kind of passively on here. Share. I want to talk to you if you're willing to talk to me. What's going on? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We're here for each other. All right, Libra? I'm going to go. I'll see you in your next reading. All right? Toodles, and please take care of yourself.